Give me a 5x5 in the chat if you can hear me. "39 of you watching, only a couple of you actually chatting." This is quite an important subject that I'm gonna actually touch on today. Is, you know, we get all these people coming up in the truth movement, whereby, you know, they start appearing on your Facebooks, on your YouTube feeds. No one really knows anything about them, but quiet. Hang on then. That's because I need to. Let's get rid of the music. Now we can get rid of that. Now, you all should be able to hear me quite well now. Well, really well, actually. Right, give me a 5x5. Now you can hear me and we can get back down to it. Right. Let's see if you can hear me. Sound okay now? Right, here we go. So, good morning, everybody. There's 44 of you watching. We've only got 17 likes, so just make sure you pop a like in the, like button. Hit the like button and all that groovy stuff. It all helps with the algorithm. Anyway, we're getting off a subject here. Now, we get all these people popping up, these new truthers, and he's everywhere at the moment, absolutely everywhere. I can't go take a shit at the moment without seeing this guy everywhere. Now, who is he? All right, because a little bit of research that I've done on it, this gentleman, because at the end of the day, he's never ex-copper. I just don't understand it, right? The only reason why I'm doing this video today, and if you're watching, Gary, okay, is I'm very careful. I've been using YouTube now a lot of years, and yes, I had comments removed by YouTube. Yes, we know it does happen, okay? But you can't get away from this fact is that the comments that I put on your channel today were nothing derogatory, nothing that the establishment would hide, like YouTube. There was nothing in my comment that said today that YouTube would have wanted to hide, because I was asking you a question directly, like, who are you? Because your Facebook actually tells me that you're a different person to what you're actually claiming to be. Because somebody who says they're wide awake can be very awake if they're into this. You're directing people to go and watch the climate change hoax. You're vegan as well, and you'll never eat fish again and shit. That's your choice, mate, and things like that. But you can't be really, I don't know. And were you a PC or were you a sergeant in the force? Because the information that I've got from Company's House, that someone round about your age from your area was a police sergeant that dissolved the business, not a police constable. So what were you in that? Is it, these are all questions, because if we're here as a truth movement to put our trust in you, to what you're saying is completely true, and mind you, you're not actually saying anything that I didn't know 9 years ago, right? That lots of other people have researched prior to you. All right, we've gone down these freemen of the land and everything. Yes, it's a great thing, and we know it's all fucking true. But we're not going to get away with it, are we? Because even the late John Harris actually regretted what he did. He wished he went about it a different way. But hey, who am I? I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just another one of these ones that want to cause division within the movement. There is no fucking movement. There's just a bunch of people that meet on a weekend to shout at empty fucking buildings, to post their videos for the next week until they go to the next protest. That's what it's all about now. All right? Not about writing letters to your king. You know, can we? What's that done? We've got. Hey. What we've got now is we've got a new crime number now. A new one. You know, there's more. Because I'm reading messages from people that are actually saying, I'm contacting the police first thing Monday morning, you know, with the information that I've got from Gary Waterman, the man that I've never met before, that he's just a face on the fucking internet, that I'm going to take everything that he says is gospel. Hey? Let's all put our trust in an ex-copper, another ex-copper. How many's that now? John Wedger? Mark Sexton? Now we got a Gary Waterman. Can anyone else name me any more? No? Yes? There's me barking along, and I ain't even transitioned the screen over. But anyway, I'll bring up some stuff, right? So we can, let me just get some stuff on here. And we can actually see. So give us a minute. I'll put some music back on. And then we can do the do, can't we? So just give me a few seconds, guys, to sort this out, and I'm going to show you. Just loading the images up, guys. So he's into his climate change. He's into the climate conspiracy. You know, this is a man that, you know, vegan, born again Christian, but he is a convict believer.
So come give me love.
No. Mental.
So come give me love. So come give me love. Give me love. So come give me love. Come give me love. Give me love.
So, what do people, you know, go and search him, because I've had a comment removed from him today and he's saying it was YouTube. So, I searched the Gary Waterman and Company's House. I'm not saying it's the same Gary Waterman. But we can have a look, can't we? Let's get rid of that. See, we just put that in the background, can't we? A little bit of background. You probably won't hear it anyway. Anyway, got something else. Hang on. Play.
So come give me love.
So, what we got here is Company's House. Alright. Can you all obviously see that? Yeah, Company's House. So what we got here is a company that was ran by a Gary Waterman, and I'm not saying, you know, not 100% certain that this is the same person, but I'm almost 80% certain that this is the same person. So anyway, so what we got? Eastbourne Manor Freehold Limited. Okay. And mind you, this is all Company's House, publicly accessible, so it's not doxing anybody, way, shape or form, because this is public accessible information. So what we got? Freehold Company, Eastbourne Manor Freehold Limited. It's by the looks of it, a property manager company, which he was. He's actually resigned as a director now. Date of birth, 1977. Looks about right to me by that gentleman on the yeah, round about the right age for the person on YouTube, yeah. But then we come down to occupation. Now it's saying he was a police sergeant. What's the, you know, and it leads me over to the The Gary Waterman, now obviously I searched the name and he has appeared in the local Bournemouth news from time to time in his role as a police constable. So I roughly know he's from the Eastbourne, Bournemouth, Christchurch, that sort of area-ish. And this is where this company is registered to here. BH31 is that a Bournemouth postcode by any chance? So I'm not 100% saying this isn't, you know, the same one of the same person. So what do people in the chat think? Is it the same person? Is it him? Yes? No, I don't know. But anyway. Maybe, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if there's any more for Gary. Gary! Loads of Watermans, but... So there's that. There is that. So, I put a comment on Gary's. Right. Quite innocent comment. And all I asked Gary was a simple... Gotta find the comment now that I asked him. I asked him, can I ask, by your post on Facebook, it seems ex-policeman Gary is a climate changed, COVID believer, vegan, now born again Christian. I know you could have changed in the last 4 years. My question is, how can we trust someone's truth when they can't see the lies in the first place? That comment was deleted after about 5 minutes of appearing on his channel. Now there was nothing in this comment there for Gary to remove. I don't think anyway. Does anybody else think that comment, that YouTube would have removed that comment? Would they? Who knows? Well, that's what Gary's coming back with. He's saying that YouTube are removing the comment, the old go-to one. So Gary, if you never had really anything to hide, just answer that question. Like, I was a climate believer, every narrative believer. So why didn't you answer it? It's a bit. That's to me it's. That starts to spike my spidey senses. The hairs stick up on the back of my neck, and I start to go, ooh, what's going on here? Like, but then again, you know. Hey. You know what I am? I just cause distrust within the movement. I'm an agitator. I'm just somebody who I've got to question everything. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're not going to come on the scene 4 years down the road where the fuck have you been for 4 years? Why has no one seen you within, like, these circles of the movement, or the alleged movement? I keep calling it a movement. It isn't. It isn't a movement. Come on. Just be real. Just. YouTube would not have removed that comment. So Gary, if you're there, you want to come in, you're asking for Sexton and all these fucking people, right? Why not get on the people that a lot of people do trust? Me, for one. A lot of people trust me and listen to me. How about coming on? Drop me an email. It's out there. I don't hide behind shit. So if you're there, or if you've got to hear about this, let's not kill it about Sexton, because Sexton fucking done nothing for the last few years. You know what I mean? He's just led people on a merry dance. Same as the rest of the truthers. It was the faces, as I called them. And Fiona, if your pie isn't getting smashed in by Andrew bloody Bridgen, that post you put out the other day denying it, fuck me, your pie is being smashed right in by him. The only time there was a movement, the only time within the last 4 years, the only time there was a movement is September 2020. That's when people had fucking bollocks then that actually stood up and fought the police. Then since these, because then really we didn't have any leaders. Nobody to say, oh, don't do that. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't fight the police. Leave the police alone. Like the old Fiona did, standing like the barrier between us and the police. That's what those people were. They were the barrier between us and the police. Because in September 2020, the police got levered in Trafalgar Square. But then since then, the police got the upper hand, didn't they? On everything. I was stood up there on September 20 in this footage with men linked arm in arm. Arm in arm. Arm in arm, face on to the police. These men were. Then it become with faces, backs to the police, to the crowd going, calm down, calm down. That's what it became. And then all you did then is took your frustrations and angers out on empty buildings on a Saturday. And like I said, it was a pressure cooker, wasn't it? It was a pressure cooker. It was a release valve. You know, let's all walk along the street, happy, happy, joyful, love and light, you know. Post our pictures on our TikToks, our Instas and our Facebooks. Talk about it that we've done something good for the movement and the good of society. You woke a few more people up, whereby all these outreaches and everything else like that they're calling for. We're calling for an outreach. You're not going to wake any more people up than you allegedly already have. End of. But then again, you know, people will follow who they follow, don't they? And they will believe. You know what I mean? It's like, if you put your trust in somebody so much for 4 years, right? 4 years you put yourself in trust. And then after that 4 years, you find out that they was a complete shill, right? You'll have what they call, some people will develop what they call Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. So you become aligned with your sort of like well, I can't really call it. It's sort of Stockholm, innit? Whereby you know they're fucking lying to you. You know that whatever they say isn't going to change anything, because the only person that can actually affect the change is yourself. Right? And they don't want to tell you that the only really way that we're going to get out of this is actually fight. Do what Cromwell did. Yeah? Marched into Parliament and threw them all out. Alright? So, you know, I've resigned to the fact that that is, truthfully, the only way out. The only way out. And if anybody's telling you any different, they're lying to you. They're lying. But like I said all along, I can tell you everybody what they want to hear. I can make loads of money. I could sit there and spout off the Gary Waterman videos and Mark Sexton's videos left, right and centre if I wanted to, and I could. But like I said, I'm not in this business just to make any sort of money, really. Nothing. I'm in it because I don't want to see people be mugged off all the fucking time. But hey, like I said, everybody's welcome to come on. Drop me an email. Drop me an email if you want to come on and have a debate. If you don't agree with me, we'll arrange for somebody to come on, and we can talk about this. But I'm just so surprised. Well, Crown, it's like I said, everybody's interlinked. I seen it. I met certain streamers. They know other streamers. They know other influential people. Those people know influential people, but they're all interlinked. They're all interlinked with each other. Yeah, I don't have a Bitcoin wallet. That's all right. I'm good. I'm good. Ain't gonna steal my Bitcoin because I don't fucking have any. But I did see Bitcoin's fucking flying at the moment, isn't it? I have noticed Bitcoin is absolutely rocking it. They always say 6 degrees of separation, isn't it? 6 degrees. Well, you know what I mean? So Gary, I love to get you on. I love to listen to your story, mate. You know, all of it. Should get one of those signs, innit? You know, change my mind. Because I'm up for it. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these people, right, that will... If you convince me, right, you could change my mind. If your evidence is good enough. Absolutely, 100% bona fide. I'm more than willing to listen to people. Yeah, I know, mate. So I mean, everyone ought to check. Did anyone, like, back when Bitcoin first came out, you know, opened up a wallet? There's got to be XTRM. You would know this. Estimate how many Bitcoins are not being claimed. Because there's got to be wallets that are out there with Bitcoin sat in them that nobody can get. Hey, Miltman, mate. I got to correct you there, mate. I have to correct you there. Marvin has been to South Bristol. He's been to Hartcliffe. He went to the, you know, those old people flats, Sean. They're renovating at the moment on Peterson, on that road where that guy, you know, lived, where he murdered all the kids. He was there about some mid last year inspecting the work because it's been delayed. So, you know, Marvin has been to South Bristol. Got to correct you. I couldn't get my camera out in time. He was just getting into the car and leaving when I walked past him. Anyway, Marvin's final year. Yay! Let's have a... He's out this year, isn't he? He's gone. Is it this year or next? I'm sure it's this year, 24. We go back to the old way of electing our mayor. Yeah, I remember that report, XDRM. Yeah, there wasn't any like hoodies around there that time. He's not getting replaced. They're going the council's going back to the old way of the voting. Well, we had three. We've got a mayor, the one that does all the pomp and ceremony with all the regalia. We got a metro mayor, and we got a Bristol City mayor. Now, Marvin's the Bristol City mayor. We got the Lord Mayor doing all the pomp and regalia, and then we got a metro mayor that's a mayor of the West Country type thing. By the accounts, I was chatting to... Well, I can't give away anything, but I was chatting to somebody who would be in the know, and he said, yeah, Marvin's a dodgy person. He's got lots of fingers in lots of pies. Yeah, I know. Fucking mental. I wish I got into it. Absolutely wish I got... Because I'm watching it. Because I watch it on Coinbase. At the fucking moment. Excuse me. At the moment... At the moment, Bitcoin's sitting at 52,840 quid, thereabouts, per Bitcoin. And it's been going up daily. It's been going up loads a day. It's up 2.74% already within the last... How often do I watch it? I watch it in all time. So today, it's up 2.74%. So Bitcoin is on the up. I don't know what it's going to top out at, but it's going to be somewhat stupid. This is it, mate. You got, say if you sat there with one Bitcoin, that's 52 grand, right? That could drop. Now, I'll be sat there. 52 grand's a lot of money. I'll be cashing it out. You've been in since 7k. Fucking hell, mate. What's dollar sitting at? Because I watch it more. Dollar, euro sitting at 86. Yeah, fair play to all those, you know what I mean? All those Bitcoiners. Yeah, so I see it go down and go back up again. So is that like snatch buying, is it? They drop it and buy it for it to come back up. What, 170k per Bitcoin? That's insane. See, I know, like I said, I like you're saying, a lot of people, they control it by bots, don't they? They buy and sell and their bots just do it all. They set their trade limits and things like that. I'm one of those. I don't like taking a lot of risks. I'm very measured. So basically, you look at the Bitcoin market, the same as the stock market, isn't it? They inject it to, you know, they sell it. That will drop the price, right? I don't know. It's like the stock market, isn't it? Buying and fucking selling. I ain't got a clue. Yeah, I would have to get a bot to. I would have to get a bot to control it for me. I wouldn't know. I have a fucking clue what I do. That's insane amount of money. Oh, I do. Fuck me. I do have a little bit of Bitcoin. I do have a tiny little bit. I'll show you what I've got. There you go. Taking a picture. I'll put it on the screen now. That's what I got. 0.000442206 of a Bitcoin. But I got that. It was free. Just did a few little fucking answered a few questions. Got given some of this fucking Hope R, whatever it was. Some other type of cryptocurrency. Then transferred it into Bitcoin when it was £2. And now it's 23 quid. Free money. It's only a little bit. I wish I started ages ago. Because, you know what I mean? You can moan, right? You can fucking moan. Wind, tick, whine, whatever. Yeah. There's lots of fucking rich people out of that fucking Bitcoin malarkey. Isn't there? A lot of rich people. So all I say is if you're moaning about Bitcoin as how bad it is to me you're just jealous. That all these rich people that got in on it years ago are now reaping their rewards and can quite comfortably just go, I just retire now and just live off my Bitcoin. I cash a few more in because it's going to go back up to the same amount tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm jealous as fuck of all these people because I was there. You know, I was in the position to buy crypto all those years ago when it first hit the market. You know, didn't get on it, and you know what I mean. And the people are saying, "Oh, it's not real money. It's not real money." Well, if I wanted to, right, I can go into it now and transfer that balance, like minus the admin fee. Because you pay that on the stockbroking as well. You pay an admin fee. I can then transfer that into my British Pounds wallet. And then from that British Pounds wallet, just transfer it straight in your bank. Isn't it? So it's then cash. Madness. But then I still like the physical form. I still like the paper money. I will always have, as long as they allow it, I will always have the paper form of that note. Yep, it's real as soon as you cash it out. It is XTRM. I was, one of these ones that saw this money online and thought it's only virtual money, it ain't fucking real. But you can cash it out. Exactly. It's like exchanging foreign currency. You pay a rate, don't you, on that? But yeah, I still like the old promissory notes, the little bits of paper. Can't beat that in that little bit of jingling change in your pocket. You know it's there. No one else can take it away from you. Yeah. A little bit low then. Let's take that up a little bit. And then bring it back down again. There you go, a little bit better now. So let's take it down in my head a little bit. So music's not too overpowering to my voice, is it? Or is it needs a bit dropping a bit? Yeah, I envy all those people that got into the Bitcoin and everything early on. It's just, you know. Well, you look at the interest you gain on that Bitcoin. It's more than a bank, isn't it? More than a bank a day. Gold is nice. Gold is nice. But even that, you know, that's flying up. Look at silver as well now. You know, don't buy, you know, just buy gold. If you can't afford gold, get silver. Silver's the next best thing. Silver's, you know, the never, ever, ever. You look at what silver does, you know, same with gold, but silver now within medical instruments, within everything medical, because of its healing properties. Silver is a good price. Should we, now, I'm going to ask a question here in the chat. Should we be scared of this cryptocurrency, digital currency, you know, collection of our precious... Well, we always know that, you know, precious metals are the ones to collect and to hold on to, because obviously it's a bit like, you know, coffee and things like that. It's a commodity, isn't it? It's got no fixed value. So should we really be that scared of like all this crypto and everything? Because hands up, honestly, hands up in this chat now, honestly, if everywhere you go, you use 100% cash. Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves now. In this chat, are we all 100% cash transaction people? Because we're really not, are we? Because we all have direct debits. You know, that's a computerized transaction. Even though, yes, it comes from our banks from the physical form. But isn't cash only real when it becomes in your pocket? When it actually becomes that physical sense, it's still a digital currency in one shape or form, isn't it? It only becomes real when it gets in our pocket, and that is normally when we go to the bank and draw it out, isn't it? Right, so it then leads me on this, should we be scared of like Bitcoin and any other currencies? Because they're only digital until they become the physical form before you cash them out for money, isn't it? So I don't know. We was talking about Gary the policeman, but we've come to the Laura. We come to the conclusion that we followed, right? You've got you know, you got another copper on the scene, innit? You know, you had Wedger, then you had Sexton, then you've got this Waterman, right? Now, how can he, right, be a truther when he believes what's been going on for the last 4 years? Also, the climate crisis we're under. You know, so really? And I asked him the question today and he removed it from his channel. I asked him a question the other day, which he also removed. Because I asked him, did he have any links to John Wedger and Mark Sexton? And then a couple of days later, he put out a video asking for Mark Sexton to contact him. It's a bit weird, you know what I mean? It's a bit strange. It's a bit strange. These We were sat in my group last week, Laura, and we brought up the actual date I actually mentioned him. I mentioned Gary. I mentioned Gary. On the 18th of this month. we were discussing him, of what I thought about him, and you know. But people will follow who they follow, won't they? But yet Gary removed comments and he's saying it was YouTube, yet mine was a well-constructed question. No derogatory terms or any sort of terms that YouTube would actually get rid of. So you make of it as you will. It's a perfectly honest question. Deserved a perfectly honest answer. You deleted it. So you've got no credibility in my eyes at all. And you shouldn't have any credibility within any sort of movement. There is no movement. Come on. There's no movement at all. Just a group of people that get together on a Saturday, meet up, like-minded, think the same, don't question, shouting in empty buildings. You know? But yep, there's an open invitation, Gary. My contact email address is contact@tyrantfinder.uk. That's contact@tyrantfinder.uk. I'll have you on, mate. You can, change my mind. But you won't. Because I'm not like any other live streamer. Because that's all I am. I'm just a live streamer. I'm just a guy with a camera. I don't profess to be anything more than what I am. I'm not. I'm a truth seeker more than a truth teller. It's because I don't know the full truth myself, and I cannot claim and tell people that I do honestly respect something I don't know to be true. And I'm not going to tell you anything that you want to hear. It's this. Richard Vobes. Well, to me, he's a guy that wouldn't know hardship if it came up and bit him in the face. He's a retro, the only time that he knows what hardship is when his fucking milk don't turn up on his Waitrose order. You know what I mean? He's another one. You know what I mean? It's like anybody that it's got a large platform with hundreds, thousands of followers and still allowed to put out what they put out on the tube. Because we all know how heavily, monitored these platforms are. And they're still allowed to do it. No strikes, no nothing. All well and good. Happy days. Keep posting your content, guys. Because it's just to keep people diverted. What's really going on, isn't it? It's just to not really make effective any sort of changes. If you've got 20,000 people watching Richard Vobes or any of these other live streamers or YouTubers or anything else like that, then these are 20,000 people that ain't out on the streets fucking ripping each other apart, ripping the police apart. You know what I mean? That's reasons for people to do things all the time. They don't do nothing for nothing in this game, But then again, who am I to say anything? I'm just a guy with a camera that sits, giving my opinion. Because that's all it is my opinion of what I think's going on, because I've been sat here from day fucking one watching it all. And I've been out there. I've been there, done that, and I was out there before most people were out there doing it. Right? So I've seen it. The age-old saying it is like when you're popular, right? You look at all these people now. You look at like everybody, right? What all these groups have seen now, right? Gary was affiliated to no groups at all. Where he just popped out of nowhere on his own, right? But what you've got now, you've got all these other groups, the Truther movement. I've seen. Hang on a minute. This guy's becoming popular here. He's getting a good few thousand views on these videos. We best start bigging him up on our channels, because then if that would make us look good, and then that get me a bit more popular, and rather than actually question where these people come from and shit like that, they just say, oh shit, popularity, they do my ego a world of good. SR. I don't mean to be, I'm not being rude, I'm not being disrespectful, but I was the type of person that, wouldn't question anything of anybody, but I'm going to do this now, is that SR, you are a well-respected man in these communities, Tyrant Finder. Glad I've just found your channel. Now that's a bit mental, isn't it? If I'm a well-respected... What channel? What channel? Is it my Telegram channel? Or... Let me just check. No. Weird. It's a bit weird, isn't it? You know what I mean? So where have you been then? I've been here for 4 years. I've been around. You know what I mean? How would you only just found my channel now? You knew of me. It's weird. I got to question these things. I got to question everyone, because I've had so many infiltrators on my channel. It's been unreal. We talk about things in my channel weeks before everybody else, right? And then all of a sudden it pops up on other people's channel. What we've spoken about 2 weeks previous. Nobody's put any videos out or anything. It's weird as fuck. So I've got to ask this question. If I'm a well-respected person in these communities, where have you been for 4 years? I'm not being nasty, but I've got to. It's just a genuine question. That's what it was. That's why, even throughout lockdown, even when I didn't call anything out, right? Even when I just, like, I was, Alan Burr taught me this at the beginning, and I should have stuck to it, because I'd be a lot further forward than what I am now, is, talk less, listen more, don't let the people know which side you're fighting for. Alright? That is a very important saying. Alright? Because when I didn't say nothing, I didn't even give anybody any sort of, like, where I stood on the fence about any sort of political sway. and they still didn't want to talk to me. And I was getting thousands of people. Thousands. I would say it. One of the top live streamers during 2020, 2021. Up until January about 22, I was one of the most popular live streamers within the movement. Yet nobody wanted to talk to me. Nobody. They spoke to every other live streamer because they didn't question them on anything. They just agreed with them and blew smoke up their asses. That's all they did. You didn't question anything. But yet, when I spoke to live streamers off air, because when I started calling it out, I started, calling it out off air first. I didn't put it out publicly. Used to say to them, this ain't right. And they used to agree with me. All of them used to agree with me. Media consumer used to agree with me 100%. But yet then, would then be seen drinking with Fiona in the pub. Shit like that. Yeah. But then every time I seen Fiona, I was out of... They were all in the pub those MPs frequent on Whitehall. She was stood outside with Delivering Liberty. Yep, that was it. Delivering Liberty was stood outside, Sean. And the first thing that Fiona wanted to know was my camera switched on? Rather than saying hello, Tywin, it was like, was my camera on? Fuck me. You should know me. I'm Tywin. My camera's always on. Hey. Let's read the chat a little bit. I've neglected it. So let's just get this bigger down a minute. Just having a read of the chat, guys. Sorry, guys. No worries, SR. Thank you for the reply. Much appreciated that. It's got to be careful, and I'm sorry, right? It's just what people's made me be like now, is because there's so many fake fuckers out there that only want to be your friend is because you're popular. I just got, you know what I mean? I wasn't. It's like I never set me channel up for for that. I've never, not to be popular. I have more friendship than anything else. But then maybe that was probably the wrong thing to, it's not the place really for YouTube, is it? So good afternoon, everybody. It is good afternoon, just. Absolutely.
Streaming radio.
Anyway, check my Telegram. I got people writing to me on Telegram. Oh, Gary Waterman, like, you know what I mean? If you're this man of honesty, this man of like want to show all this, come on here. It'd do you a lot of good. I'm telling you, if you're that credible, right? It'd do you a lot of good to come on here, wouldn't it? I'm sure it would, Because I've had people sling mud at me left, right, and centre for the last God, since I started, I've had it. I've had people trying to tarnish my good name. Yeah, they tried and failed. So, come on in. Let's have a chat, innit? Tell me everything that you've got to give out. If you want so many people to, I'd say come on. I'll set up a proper one, Put it out early so everyone knows it's on. But I got it's just mental that these people pop up, and what it is, they're telling people what they want to hear. It's feeding into their, well, we all know the government's corrupt, yeah? We all know that there are seedy things that goes on within government. Well, there's seedy things that go on with every aspect of life, isn't it? Seedy things goes on. But so to me, it's like not. Oh. It's just like I say, if anybody comes within, wants to be, heard, all right, that what they're saying is true, and they want people to follow because people will follow. And you know, he can't, you know, no one puts out a video or anything like that on the internet without wanting to be followed. Okay? End of. You know, it's like me, I put this video out because I want people to see what I think about this person. Because you can't just pop up out in nowhere. Because that's what it is, nowhere. You know, open your videos up exactly the same way as the Mark Sexton does. Hello, my name's Mark Sexton. It's now the 25th of March 2024, and it's 12:09 p.m. You know what I mean? Then you got Gary Waterman. Hello, I'm Gary Waterman. It's the 24th of March 2024, and it's such and such and such. It's the same. You're not. People are. You're not just. It's. I don't want to insult people. Really, I don't want to insult people's intelligence, but people are really lacking in the grey matter. If they can't just ask and go, hang on a minute, we've got a copper that's been fighting for the last God knows how many years, and he's telling us practically the same, and all we've got to show for it is fucking 3 crime numbers. You know. Come on. Is it not ringing home yet? Is it? Hello? Hello? Anybody in there? Fuck me, people. Can anyone be that stupid though, really? No one's surely that stupid. But anyway. I gotta get a coffee. So back in a minute. So we're back. So what have you guys been saying since I've been gone then? TF is on point. That's me, bro. I'm not. I'm just, you know, I just don't suffer fools anymore. That's the problem. I don't suffer the fools. You know, check me out. I'm the fucking most transparent. You know, if you go back through my back catalogue and everything, you know, it's like I've never set my channel up to be what I'm doing. Never set it up for truth. Really, I just set it up for a bit of fun, you know, out hassling police. Come and order her, innit, you know. There was lots of people at that time jumping on the auditing community whereby getting thousands of views. Mental. I thought, oh, I'll get on with that. I'll have a go at that. I thought, you know, started people, then lockdown happened, didn't it? You know, the dingy people coming in. Lockdown. And this is where we are today. I started my channel because I had cancer. I set my channel up because I wanted my mind to be taken off of what was going on in my life at that particular time, which was the big C. So stumbling into this, you know, I'm just, to me, I just see a guy, if anything, I'm an annoyance with a camera. I'm a know-it-all. You know, I just stumbled into all this truth bollocks and all this people. These people only really out, you know, they're safe for the good of the people, but yet they're only really out to make money. And yes, yeah, I don't, you know, there is a way of means, right? If you're going to make money in this sort of work, whereby you're getting money from donations or anything else like that, then you have to be transparent. 100%. All right? Because me sat here in my own time, all right, because I don't work. I can't work. Just editing a video is my time. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy editing it. It's a hobby. It's not to make money. But when you start making money out of it and you're getting money from public, then you need to be transparent with that money. Every dime, sorry. That's my way of thinking. And nobody can. But hey. Gotta be. Sorry, you know. Because you know, a lot of these people, you know what I mean? I was thinking, right, you know, these tens of thousands of pounds that these truthers that took in during lockdown And it is tens of thousands of pounds. We are talking a lot. Where's all that money gone? You know, you had Louise Crefeld. Where the fuck has Louise Crefeld gone? She took loads of money from the truth movement. Loads. And I call her out every day of the week until my fucking deathbed. Because as far as I'm concerned, you people are the scum of the fucking earth. You're worse than politicians. You're worse than the people we're fighting. Because you leech off of the vulnerable. Sorry, I'm just jigging. I got to remember the camera's on. Look. Got to remember. Sorry, the lighting's not that good because a lot. They've all made a lot of money, I'd say. I'm not no good at numerology anyway. I was no good at maths. So, you know, I won't be able to understand it anyway. Sorry, I'm just chilling with the old, the music. Do. It would help the situation if they showed receipts. It would. And what they did with it, at least, but they don't. They just say they spent this on this, and everyone takes them at face value. But it's madness, isn't it? Is that your mantra, is it? I see. That's another thing I don't understand. Look, with what they got, right? I could have built a fucking purpose-built fucking studio with that. Purpose-built. You know? And still had change. That's why I don't care. I fucking put my teeth in my head in a minute. I forgot to put them in, so... Isn't that great, innit? I can take my teeth out, put them in. But I got to go in a minute because I got people calling me for COD. Because you all know I'm a COD player. But let's just check my emails before I go to see if anybody's emailed me. No, he hasn't. So again, Gary, you'll get hold of this, or if anybody's here ghosting it, because there is 72 of you watching. But there definitely ain't 72 of you chatting. So if Gary's there ghosting, or if anyone's there ghosting on behalf of Gary, you know, again, my email address is contact@tyrantfinder.uk. That's contact@tyrantfinder.uk. You contact me, hit me up, and we can arrange for you to change my mind. Because at the moment, you're a bit in question. I've got to question you, Gary. Sorry, but I've got to question you. I'm sorry that I've got to do that, but we're living in a time where we can't take anybody now on just face value at all. We need to call you out if we're smelling something not right. And I'm definitely smelling something mighty off with you. Maybe. Changed my mind. So guys, fucking what the fuck? What? No. So guys, that's a bit better. Until the next time, I'm gonna get off now. You know what I mean? I just can't, talk about these bollocks people anymore. So until the next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Tyrant Finder. You've been you. Remember to hit that like button. Hit the notification. Make sure the bell icon is pressed. Make sure. Until the next time, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you all soon.